Hello all. First of all, I'd like to welcome you all for attending this demo. I'm Devanshu and I'm going to be like the presenter for the next 20 minutes. I hope I am audible. Okay.
Yes,
So,
you are, and we can
uh,
see the screen.
okay. For this season, my project topic was Rocket.Chat for virtual conferences and under the guidance of my mentors, Singli and Marcos Defendi. Oh, I should say my awesome mentors. It was like pretty cool journey all over the season. Like there was it was kind of a journey to see where I encountered many of the tides which were like difficult to cross. But my mentors were already there to help me cross it, and yeah, they were very supporting. So, the Rocket Chat for virtual conferences is an open source scaled event management, creation, and the operation system which can handle the event like virtual conferences from end to end. Like it can handle all of the details of the like all the handling of the events. So, moving forward. So let's get started with the RCPO conferences. Initially, our project was named as Rocket Chat for virtual conferences. And believe me, it is pretty huge. Like for any project or repository, it is going to be huge. And the second reason was like I have a bad memory, so I would definitely have forgot about the name of the repository after a month. So we did like set and discuss what would be our project name. And after a discussion, Marcos suggested that we should move forward with the RC4 conferences. So our project was coined as RC4 conferences. So like any other virtual conferences management system like Eventbrite or our own event EA. Many of you might be familiar with it. So, like, they have many roles for many people. Like, initially, they have developers which develop all the website and also fix the bug and also provide different new features. Then, after developers, comes the event admin, which is like basically an admin which manages or creates the event, organizes the event, invites the speaker, and sometimes also hosts the event. So it has many roles. And after we have the community members, which could include speakers as well as the attendees. So in the speaker part, they usually go along with the admin and speak. And for the attendees, they have the role of attending the event and listening to the talk of the speakers or admin. So you might think that it is Rocket Chat for virtual conferences, but where is the Rocket Chat in here? So we do have the Rocket Chat integrated. Like during any event, most people prefer to chat over like with the speakers or through their fellow attendees. So they love to chat, and I would definitely love to. So we have like embedded Rocket Chat, which was the project done by our fellow Siddharth. So it is pretty good. And I would say Siddharth's presentation was quite good, so I shouldn't speak anything about that. So moving forward, this would be more suitable for the technical people here, which are all the technologies we have deployed in the project, which are like Strapi, the FaunaDB, the Next.js, and Open Event Server, and all are wrapped behind the Docker except for Strapi. So next, uh, we have a flow diagram, which is for the initial layer, we have the open event server, which was developed by Force Asia. And what we use here is like for the mutation of the event data, which includes adding the event details or the speaker details or the admin profile. So it store all the information, but during the build time in the Next.js or in the application in general, what we do is we collect all the data from open event server, compile it, and then send it to the Strapi, which does all the like archiving thing. So in the Strapi, we have like session details, which includes the session time, start and time, followed by the mentors and any other thing. So, uh, like the Strapi is only run at runtime, but during the build time, what we do is like create an archive and it will be served later on as an static data. So after the Strapi collects all the data and sends it to the like further process, the next layer is sort of a firewall, which which is based on super profile. So in a single word, I would say super profile. is an like a wrapper around all the authentication components on a website, which could include, suppose I have a website which includes the authentication of Google and followed by the key clock and any other. So it is a superset of all the subsets of authentication. So in this, what we do is when a user try to access the page, the fauna checks there are four roles: the admin, the speaker, the attendee, and finally we have the no role. Okay. So in the front end part, we have a green room page which is powered by a Jitsi embedded window. And yeah, my thanks to Jitsi, like they have been doing pretty good work. Like they do all the handling of stream data and many other things. It is pretty good. So for the speakers, they join the Jitsi call, and for the attendees, they join a main stage page where we have like from the green room page, the Jitsi sends all the stream data through to the RTMP server, which is handled by us, and through the RTMP server, which redirects the data to the main stage page where we have all the attendees attending the event and also viewing the like speaker talk live. So, and finally, we talk about the no-role form. So, if a user is not registered, suppose a Suscat enters and tries to access any of these pages, then we give him a login request warning to say that login again. Okay. So, it is time for a demo. For this demo, I'm going to show like the admin dashboard, the admin create section where the admin could create an event, and also the display part where it is a poster part, like event poster, where the attendees could or any other speaker or any other viewer could view that at event details. Okay. So yeah, for here we have the admin section. In here, I go to create. Then I create event. When I click this create event button, all the like login with the open event server and other things is handled by like in the backend. So no need to worry about logging any details. So in here, when I submit event details, suppose let's see the event description. Okay, then we have all the basic event details followed by the ticket type, which I would say community quantity 10. Then I do a publish. When I do a publish, the event was published. So I could view all the event published under my account on the admin dashboard. Like I have already tried before 2 events. So we have all the 3 events here. So when I try to do a preview of the event, it redirects me to okay, this one. The event poster page. So in here we have a nice UI where all the event details are listed, the date and time, the like venue of the event, like by, and the about event. The sessions are the same as before, and the sponsors. I have added me as a sponsor. So in here, like we have email ID and learn more. Okay. And also from the dashboard only, what we could do is I could delete an event. It's gone. And also I could edit, like only the admin could access this page. So I could also delete the speaker from my page, and also I could add a speaker. Okay. So this was all the part of event admin dashboard. And also for our GSOP 2020 demo day, we have like created our own event with all the details. I will load it. Okay. So here is the poster page with additional logo, all the sessions, the session details, and this page could be accessed by any people, like any other person. No need to log in. Okay. So right now I can see the admin, but if I do a login as speaker, then the admin section is gone since I don't have the rights to access the admin dashboard. Then I sign out. And I log in as an admin. Okay. That was the part of the first demo. So I would like to extend my thanks to Force Asia for providing me with the open event server. If not because of them, it would be near impossible to design all these events. Like the open event API server is pretty awesome. It handles all the event mutation, like handling the event right, the speaker right, the admin right, and also the ticket data and many other things. There are so many things that I haven't tried it, but in the future, please look forward to many of them features. So in the open event server, right now, we are basically doing some mutations where we create, as shown in the demo, we create the speaker, we create the event data, and we also submit the ticket details. So all of them mutations are handled by the open event API server. We don't do anything here. So next, moving forward, we have our super profile part, which is based on FaunaDB. So I will give a more brief about super profile. So suppose I have a website which has a Google Auth, in which we have the object, suppose the name, email, profile picture, and any other details. And the other part was, suppose I have a FaunaDB login, where we only have the email and the role, two properties. So what we do is we wrap all this to auth part around our wrapper, which is known as super profile. And this super profile provides all this common type, like the profile picture, email, and the name to all the other auth. So in the FaunaDB, we don't in the Fauna authentication, we don't have the profile picture access. So what super profile does is it enables like us for any user login with the FaunaDB and also Google Auth to access their profile picture inside the FaunaDB login. So it is sort of a wrapper. So like the FaunaDB is a cloud-based service which provides the API endpoints to like do any mutations or fetch the data. So it is sort of a firewall for us to allow the certain users to access certain restricted pages, which are like the green room for speakers and also the main stage for attendees. So and also we have and different sections as shown before. There was some admin section in the top nav which is only accessible by admin, and it is all accomplished using the fauna. And after the fauna returns the data, what we do is we check using the Next.js middlewares if the user has certain roles and should we allow it or should we redirect the user back to the home page if he doesn't have any access. Okay. So next to cover is RTMP forest technique. You might wonder like how is it related in here in our project. So let's get started. So welcome on board. To start with the journey of RTMP forest, we first see the window where the Jitsi call is here. So I'm a speaker and I have joined a Jitsi call in here and I'm speaking. After this, like all the speaker calls, suppose I am speaking from India and my mentors are speaking from Brazil. So all of the data are captured by Jitsi and transmitted to our RTMP server. In this RTMP server, it basically like a sort of forest technique where we transmit the data from 10 to 100 to many other servers, and it like efficiently handles redirecting the data to all over the globe. So we don't have to worry about the buffering part. And after the data got transmitted, the attendees could view like a seamless broadcast of the speaker's talk. So this should be self-explanatory. I should conclude. RTMP forest technique is used to broadcast speaker Jitsi stream seamlessly to millions of people. It is highly scalable and believe me, it is used on a daily basis by the tech behemoths like Twitch and also YouTube and many others. It is a proven technique. So after we have covered all of the theory part, let's move on to practical class. Okay. So for this practical, we are going to see like how the FaunaDB manages the rule and also the green page where the speaker could speak how the RTMP forest technique works in the like RC4 conferences and also the main stage page. So let's get started. For this, I go to any event, then I join, and then I join as a speaker on the first page. I should disable. Okay, let me change the name. Right now, we don't have any people in the Zoom. And from this, we can chat. This is the embedded chat window developed by Siddharth in live action. So after joining the meet, then I could start the going live on the RTMP forest. And here I am now starting live stream.
Live streaming.
Then I go and visit as an attendee for the main stage page. Okay, so in here you can see the window, and also we can chat here. In the chat window. See, the chat is working perfectly fine. So all the attendees and speakers could like in live interact with each other and ask any question if they have. Then I can after end the broadcast
Live streaming.
and end the call. So it should stop in here after a few seconds. So moving forward, and also we do have like routing to different servers. If I'm in Asia, I would be redirected to the Asia RTMP server, or any other user joining from suppose Brazil or Canada, they would be redirected to the America server. So RTMP has stopped. So moving forward, after this, we have the scalability. So in here, all the components, the chat, the Jitsi component, the event create, and also the event poster, they are all designed using the React.js based on the Next.js. So what Next.js provides us is like, it is, I would say, equivalent to highly customizable. It is quite customizable. Like I have already experienced and also tried to design the components in a different way, and it works perfectly fine. So in this demo, to demonstrate it better further, what we could do is like we can think of our community right now, Siva conferences, as a Lego block. Suppose I initially built it using many other parts or components. Then for any other community site, suppose a web site, I don't need any of this component. Then what I do is remove this component and place another component in there. Okay, so the top image would be RC4 conferences, which we currently have on cons.rcn hosted, and on the second platform, design a local like web site, which could be like can be designed from anyone. So in here, I will show. Okay, this was the page. Then I go to home page, and from here I go to configuration shop. This was the parent site, and this was customized site, which like we have this connect MetaMask function, which helps the user to connect to a MetaMask wallet if we do integrate the MetaMask wallet, they can simply connect the MetaMask wallet, and then like all the user balance and also account ID will be shown in place of this button. So after this, in the events, did I delete the event dashboard? So I deleted all the events. So in here, after this, it is pretty simple, and we only have two topness in here. But in this, we have many topness like customized to the need of the community. They can have as many as they want. And for events, I have like already changed the speakers events. Like for this, we have sponsors instead of speakers. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so if anyone needs to like any developer needs to customize their site to their specific needs, they could simply grab the components, add their into their site, and later on work on it to customize it further to their needs and adapt to their community site or nature. Then what's next? So for the future plan, like for the future roadmap, we plan to include the email notification. Right now, it is pretty simple. Like a week ago, I saw the event poster. Then after a week, I forgot that there is an event. So what we could do is integrate an event notifications where the user registers for the event. Later on, the notification would be sent to the email ID and also to the event admin that this fellow user has registered for your event and on this XYZ date. And also we plan to include like add to calendar button in the from the email only. Then further on, the second roadmap feature would be the enhanced admin dashboard. Right now we could only edit the speaker and also delete the event and delete the speaker. But in the future, we plan to include many other things like edit the speaker contact details, speaker social media links, and many more things. And after that, we have the better stream analytics. Right now, we don't provide any stream analytics since it was out of scope of the GSOC. So, but in the future, we will definitely love to like implement the stream analytics, which would help the event admins and also the organizers to analyze the event details and also like further on plan their roadmaps of event according to the analytics, which is pretty important. And finally, the pretty useful feature, which is the record control for event admin. So basically, they need to like click, and the event recording is started. And after click, it is stopped. So it is pretty useful feature, and please look forward to it. It will be implemented soon. So thank you. I hope it was good.
It was awesome. Thank you. Very good presentation, and that's a very impressive work, and that's very good for events and for handling them. As Aaron was saying, that you have Jitsi and RTMP and HLS, and so that you can easily scale that. So impressive, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Thank
also
you.
I posted here the link for the repo. So if you can, if you have any suggestions or any issue, and or if you want to try to test and send some PRs and also give that star, please feel free to do so. So thank you. I think we are a little bit. We need to go for the next project.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Danuv. It was very good. The Danuv is awesome. He's always helping us here.